Hey guys, it's Bishop Aussie here, and welcome to episode 36 of the Berlin Dynamo series. Now, today's episode, of course, beginning of season 7, we did get promoted back to 2 Bundesliga, and we desperately want to stay in this division at a minimum this season. Of course, we got relegated 2 seasons ago, and then last season we were very victorious. I say we were victorious. We lost on the last day to actually get us into this division. So, yeah. Anyway, got a lot to get through today. A lot. So, we'll kick things off nice and quick. Transfer history. Transfers out, first of all. We've actually managed, as you can see, to bring in 1.5 million. And that's only through, essentially 2 sales. The first sale was Pajovic to Elversberg. I believe they're actually in our division. Yeah. So they're in 2 Bundesliga as well. Sold him for 100k. He wanted to leave. He was angry because I stopped giving him playing time because he was pretty dreadful at times last season. 5 assists, a 6.75 in 3 Liga. It's not really good enough. It's really not. I mean, he nearly got the same average rating as he did in 2 Bundesliga the season before. So, albeit he was playing a very different position. Fair play to him. 100k. The next player we sold was Sean Gallagher, the young Irish centre-back. I was pretty happy with this one. We sold him for 1.4 million to Schalke. 700k up front, 700k over 2 years, I believe. Might be 3 years. I don't know. Either way, we still get the money, and we've got a bit more to talk about. But he was let go. I got better centre backs coming in. It was just an easy decision to make. Schalke, they're in the Bundesliga. They're happy to take him, and I'm happy for him to go. Tim Beyer then went out on loan to Hallischer for the season as a first team player. Not a bad little loan move for him. Get him a bit of playing time. They're still in regional Liga, so it's not exactly a very top level loan transfer, but it is what it is. Anyway, up next, one of our new signings signed a 22-year-old. He was 21 at the time, goalkeeper from Argentina. This one was more of a bit of an impulse buy or signing, I should say, at the start of the window. He's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player, but I managed to get better goalkeepers in, so I loaned him out back to Argentina for the season. So he'll get a little bit of playing time. Might get him back. Might be able to sell him on for a few 100,000. That's the game plan with him anyway. We then let go of Patrick Susek to Lotta for 20,000. It was a weird one. It was a weird one to get rid of him. He's been with us from the start. He played a big part in the first 3 seasons there. Was very, very talented player. Even played pretty well for that one game in 2 Bundesliga. Loaned him out to Energy Cottbus, where they got promoted, so that was good for him as well. Played a little bit last season, 15 games, but yeah, wasn't very good, didn't really fit, so we sold him this season. Got him off the wage bill, he was on 3k per week, and his contract was running out. The next player we loaned out was Senhaji to Laval in the French 2nd Division. Again, just playing time for him, really. Probably could have kept him and tried to actually get him natural at centre mid, but he's going to be playing as a deep line playmaker. It's good enough. It gets him game time. He's 21 now. Again, he might be one that we try to sell on. They're pretty much paying all his wages, so that's really good. And the final player we loaned out was Matthias Romero to Bielefeld in 3 Liga. I was sort of planning on maybe using him this season, as I think he actually fits more of a wing-back defend, as you can see there. Yeah, got him out. They're paying most of his wages. Gets, pretty much 2k off the books. Good playing time in 3 Liga as well. So, yeah. Anyway, the players in. As you can see, not a penny spent, and there's a lot of them. So, we start off with Dr. Mputhi. Really like this guy, 21-year-old South African. Was just scouting through Africa, just through the national teams, under 21s, under 23s and stuff like that. This guy popped up, looks solid enough, good mentals, really good physicals, which I like. He's also got 12 passing, so he can play as that ball-playing centre-back. 1.8k a week, absolute bargain. While in Africa, I also got this guy, Gabriel Traore. Just a little centre mid. He's actually pretty versatile, can actually play as the, inverted winger on support. Kind of looks pretty good, just lacking pace and acceleration. So he'll do a job out there. Again, very cheap wages. Again, like I said, can play in the centre, box-to-box midfielder. He's 19 years old, 825 per week. Pretty good valuation on him as well. And he's got a bit of potential, so might be one for the future. Next player I signed, Leonardo Santos. We signed him from Porto on a free contract. Just a pacey advanced forward. Got 20 composure, 14 off the ball, good heading of 14, finishing 14, and 14 dribbling. Mr. 14. Good agility at 16. I like the look of him. He's pretty cheap as well, 3.4k. Most of the sort of strikers, they're upwards of 6k, some are 10k. So I was pretty happy to get him from Porto's B team. Aguilar is the goalkeeper I mentioned previously, the Argentinian. We then went on a bit of a loan spree. First one, Robin Newlands, a 19-year-old Dutch goalkeeper on loan from PSV Eindhoven. In signing him, I was expecting him to be the first choice goalkeeper, as I gave him important player for his playing time. I then found a player, I think it was probably like 3 days later, I found a player that's better than him. So he'll be the backup, very very capable goalkeeper if we need him and we get injuries. I'll go over the goalkeeper in a second. The next player, Freddie Ngoyi. Just another left back, bit of backup for Preval, also Belgian, which is pretty funny. 725 a week on loan. Really good bit of business. He's good going forward, which is what we obviously need on that side, wing-back support, so fits that bill. Lacking a little bit of dribbling. Not so good defensively, but he's got good mentals, which I like, good positioning. A little bit of pace about him. Not as quick as Preval, but, you know, he's going to be there or thereabouts. The next player I'm very happy with, and that is João Veloso dos Santos. And he's a 21-year-old Portuguese centre midfielder. As you can see, very good player. 17 passing, 16 first touch. A little bit of defensive stats about him. And then some half-decent physicals and mentals. So, again, 850 per week from him. The Portuguese teams are very, very underrated. He's also a big boy, 187 centimeters. That's 6'1", nearly 6'2". So, yeah, he'll be a decent player. He's going to likely take Jublovic's spot, depending on how Jubilovic plays. He played very well when we were in 2 Bundesliga previously. So, if he scores another 15 goals this season, he'll stay in the first team. If he doesn't, Veloso dos Santos will take his spot. I then signed Philip Alberg from Dortmund. Again, just another midfield backup, 575 per week. Nothing. Got him from Dortmund, believe it or not. Actually loaned someone to me. The next signing was Leonardo, centre-back from Brazil. Signed him for free, but he was contracted. He had a contract, but he had an asking price of 0, which I thought was very strange. He's lacking a little bit of pace, but he's got very good sort of defensive technical abilities, and then he's got really good mental stats for the side of a centre defender. Again, 6'1", nearly 6'2", good strength on him, good jumping reach, just lacking that quickness. Signed him as maybe a possible flip, to be honest. I'm not really seeing him coming into the first team and doing too much. The next player, Pavicic. Really solid Croatian winger. He's going to push Mbala very far this season. I'm feeling very confident with either of them playing as that winger on attack. Also starting to think that maybe, because I am having a problem with a left winger to play as that inverted winger, thinking maybe I'll retrain him. It might be a decent option. Anyway, 2.1k per week for the Croatian. Very happy to get him. He was previously in Croatia where he's played very, very well over the course of those seasons. So I'm hoping for more quality, at least to push Mbala just that little bit further. Anyway, up next, we've got Pedro Matus, a very solid ball playing centre-back. I like him a lot. 1.1k on loan from Benfica. 15 positioning, 16 tackling, 16 passing. 190 centimetres, so he's a big boy as well. Good jumping reach. 12 pace. So he's got all the hallmarks for a very good ball-playing defender. And once he gets used to the first team, I can see our defence being a lot more solid than it has been previously. Marciano Rosma is an 18-year-old Dutch striker. Got him on loan. A little bit expensive, 4.1k per week. But striker was probably the toughest position for me to find any real quality. Couldn't get any loans in. Of course, couldn't get the two people we had on loan last season in a day. And the other bloke, what was his name? I've forgotten his name. The Hungarian. Rosma looks good enough. Might get some goals out of him, and he's also versatile. He could theoretically play as that inverted winger if we need him to. I like him as advanced forward, so we'll stick with him for the start of the season, and we'll see what happens. Now, the next one is Nikolic, and that is the goalkeeper, 20-year-old Serbian goalkeeper. He comes in. He looks very good. Doesn't really fit a sweeper keeper too much. First touch is pretty bad. Passing's pretty bad. He does have good positioning, good vision. Mentals are all really good. Lacking a little bit of pace maybe. Got half-decent agility. But he's 100% our first choice goalkeeper. I definitely like him more. He's got good rushing out, which is positive. I'm thinking maybe we change the tactic to suit him a little bit more. With goalkeeper distribution, we go throwing instead of passing. I think that might be a better option. Something to think about. The next three transfers I'm all very happy with. They're all more senior signings that I feel like we lacked when we were in 2 Bundesliga last time. So first we have Ronstadt. And he's a fullback on either side. We're going to play him on the right primarily, I think. Just really good all round. Defensively, attacking, got a bit of pace, lacking a little bit of strength. For the 32-year-olds on 1.5k per week. And just a really solid option at right back. And like I said, he can play left back as well. We then have Barsland, 25-year-old Danish centre-back / right back. This is a bit of an impulse buy. He can play ball-playing defender really well, which is solid. But I like him here. I like him at wing-back defend. He's very solid here. And I think that might be his position. Good positioning, really solid defensively, really good physicals there, good natural fitness. And he's somewhat good going forward. So I've currently got him training as a wing-back defend. Fits our tactic, and we'll just have to wait and see how he does. And the final player we just brought in recently was Maximilian Rohr. Very good player, very versatile, can play centre-back as a ball-playing centre-back, or he can play in midfield as a box-to-box midfielder. We're going to go with him in midfield today as a box-to-box. I mean, what is there to say? He's 34 years old, so he's going to play one season. But hopefully that one season will be solid enough to keep us in the division. Get the prize money, move forward. His legs are pretty much gone. He's got 12 pace. I'm expecting that to go down. But he's got really good stats. 15 work rate, 18 teamwork, 18 determination. Really good mental stats across the board. Good passing, good tackling, good technique. He's okay going forward. He's not too flashy or too special. They're the transfers in. Like I said, I still feel like I'm lacking either another striker or a left winger. I currently have... I'll show you this guy. I've got Samba Diallo. So I've currently got him on trial. He wants about 10k per week. And I think the most we can offer is about 6.5 at the moment. So he would be the option. I think he fits it very, very well. I like the look of him. He's got good pace. And we've sort of lacked pace down that left-hand side since we developed the tactic. So I'd love to get him in. We still have Hendricks, although clubs are sniffing around. As you can see, Eintracht Braunschweig, they're pretty much smack bang with his relegation release clause of 275k. So expect him to maybe be the next victim of the relegation release clauses. It's still active because we haven't been able to give him a new contract, which is unfortunate. He doesn't want to sign with us, and he's currently in his last year of his contract. So I think I'm just going to keep him. I don't really want to cash in on him. I don't think we really need an extra 275k. I think it's pretty negligible at this point. Yeah, let's go over the fixtures. Very good preseason this year. 5-0 win over BW Berlin, and a 3-0 victory over Slovan Liberec, a 3-1 victory over FC Cologne, who are in Bundesliga, a 3-2 victory against Energy Cottbus, and a 6-1 victory over Muselwitz. And today's opponents are going to be Wehen Wiesbaden, trying to get my pronunciation correct, and we also have St. Pauli, a team I would like to get a little bit of revenge against. Anyway, before we get into that, I've gone into that about 3 times now. Club info. Facilities. Due to move into the 15,483 capacity BFC Dynamo Stadium on the 14th of the 6th, 2032. So in 3 years' time, we're going to have a brand new stadium. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, what does that mean? We have no finances. How did we pay for that? Well, we took out a loan. It was previously 30,500,000. That was the total of the actual loan. It says here 20.8, but obviously you have the interest repayable, which is 3.4 million on top of that. So yeah, actually, I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're paying 275 per month. Until 2039, so another 10 years. The projection as a result of that looks pretty terrible, but we will get the prize money at the end of the season, so it will be fine. Also worth mentioning, Braunschweig did get relegated, so they're currently back in 2 Bundesliga. Find that pretty funny. Anyway, lineup. Wehen for this first game. So Nikolic going to start in goals for us, the Serbian keeper. And we got Newlands on the bench. We're going to go with Barsland. Yeah, we'll go with Barsland. The Danish centre-back, right-back. Going to go with Matus. Of course, the 18-year-old centre-back with really good passing. Mputhi. Doctor. That's Dr. Mputhi to you. Going to keep Prevel in there. Couldn't find a better left-back option. It is what it is. Unfortunately for us today, as you can see, Hendricks is out suspended. Therefore, we have no backup. So Traore is going to come into the lineup, and we're going to have absolutely no pace down that left-hand side today, as he will be partnered in midfield by Maximilian Raw. Raw? We'll go with Raw. So yeah, absolutely no pace. I mean, he's actually got more pace than Traore at 34. Anyway, Jublovic is going to partner them. Like I said, I'm pretty happy for Veloso dos Santos to come in if Jublovic isn't performing. And then we're going to stick with my man Mbala on the right-hand side. Gel is our deep line forward today. And then we're going to start Rosma up top. And again, unfortunately, Santos picked up an injury, so he will not be on the bench today. I want to see how he goes, actually. Because I would assume with the 20 composure, he'd be bloody good at finishing his shots. We might even try and give him a player trait. Anyway, let's advance. The bench today, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Naranjo, Ronstadt, the fullback. We got Garcia, Veloso dos Santos, Pavicic, the new winger. We got Shiloh in there as well. Ngoyi, the left back. And Alberg, the Dortmund centre midfielder. Let's do it. Still playing the exact same tactic. It's still on attacking as well, so I just want to see how it goes. We beat Bayern Munich 2 last season, so I think we can cause problems. We can definitely cause problems. I did actually develop a second tactic. It's essentially this same tactic, but a 4-1-4-1 with a defensive midfielder. So we will see if we need that. It's more balanced, and I'm happy to play defensive as Gel gets an opening goal inside 8 minutes. That's a brilliant start. I'm very happy with that. And good to see Gel. Gel's got a whole pre-season under his belt as well, which is really nice. We sort of signed him to the team in January last year when we lost Sunset Bell. Also worth mentioning, as Mbala puts in a cross here, I've got a striker from Tunisia who's on a non-contract who looks to be incredible. He's 19. He doesn't want to sign with us yet. But I'm hoping and praying that once he turns 20, there'll be some interest from him. That's my sort of, I don't know, dream or fantasy player that I want to get. I won't show you him because I don't want to, discourage you guys. Don't know what's happening there. That's a terrible goal for us to concede. The referee's coming back for it. I don't even think he knows what's going on there. That was terrible. Yeah, it's going to be awarded, but yeah, no, there was just a lot there. That was a lot. All right, Prevo with a free kick. It's cleared away. Gel's going to get to it, but loses it. And now Vehen are on the counter-attack. And my players are more or less keeping them onside. Player unmarked at the back post. And that's a second goal. Okay, well. That was more or less put into the back end of the net by my player. But good to see that nothing's changed. Because they've got 2 shots on target and they've got 2 goals. So, despite signing better players, the team... Oh my... What are they doing? Thank God they've hit the post there. What were my 2 defenders doing there? A lot of brain cell between them. Not an actual brain cell. Okay. Prevo. Free kick. Mputhi Barsland. Offside, maybe? I think he's onside. Debut goal. He was actually playing really badly. I also need to ease him off tackles. So I'll do that. And it's 2-2. We've both got the exact same stats. We've both got the exact same amount of goals. Anyway, let's get out for the second half. I don't want to sort of dwell on that. It's a bit silly and a bit ridiculous to me, but I guess no team likes to defend in 2 Bundesliga. We sure don't. We haven't defended at all, ever. Or so it seems. Anyway, Mbala coming forward in the box. Danger man. All right, Barsland knocked off the ball pretty easily. And now they're coming forward again. Got lots of players getting forward. Actually, there's pretty much 3 in the box now. I'm going to say it's a good tackle. It was actually a good tackle and a good claim there by the keeper. And now we actually got players over. Rosemar got a player out wide. Mbala gets in the box. Ooh, I think he went for it there. He went for the shot. Priore with the corner. Oh, good. That was a good corner. Barsland was going for it. Priore, Matus. That's the end of the highlight there, unfortunately. Oh, Ryan. I remember Ryan. I wanted to sign him when we were in 3 Liga. Felt like he would have been a really good centre mid for us. Anyway, pretty happy with our midfielders we've got at the moment. All right, Prevel, we won the ball there for a second and then we gave it away, and now they're coming forward. Prevel's not even trying to go out, and that's probably the reason why. And they've got a third goal. It's pretty unlucky because it's just sort of bouncing around there, and then they're just getting on the end of it, if that makes sense. I want to make some subs here. I mean, Rosema's playing terrible, but we don't actually have any other strikers on the bench today. I'm going to bring Garcia on for Raw, who's played pretty terribly. Yellow card as well for him. Matus not playing well. It's a little bit frustrating. Obviously, Nikolic, the goalkeeper, is playing dreadfully. Ngoi's going to come on. We'll play him at left wing. Take Traore off. Might even encourage the boys here. No highlights. Oh, there we go. Finally. Prevel, free kick, back post. Matus. Somehow it hasn't gone in the back of the net. That's frustrating. See, I feel like they're getting really lucky with those. And there's a sort of going in the back of the net. Whereas ours aren't. So it's unfortunate. Still got the 3 shots on target, and they've got 3 goals. Nikolic is on a 6-1, which is dreadful. And we're approaching full time. They've actually gone to 5 at the back. Were they always playing 5 at the back? I don't know. Either way, that is stoppage time finished. Okay, 3-2 loss to kick things off. I don't want to be too hard on myself. And I say that because I don't know if that's a goalkeeping issue or if that's a me issue, if that makes sense. It's disappointing to lose, obviously. But we scored 2 goals. The defense was terrible. We conceded. The goalkeeper was terrible as well. But there we go. We'll move on. There's going to be a lot of losses this season. I need to make sure you guys are very, very aware of that. Anyway, I'm going to skip forward the 7 days here, and I'll join you back for the lineup against St. Pauli. Alrighty, so let's get in the lineup here for St. Pauli. I'm not going to change a tactic yet. As you can see, we've got the 4-1-4-1 def. I think I might probably use counter-attack or cautious. Cautious, yeah. I'll use cautious instead of defensive, just because I think it might be a little bit more, or it might allow us to counter-attack a little bit better. Anyway, as far as poor performers here, I've criticised Nikolic and Barsland both. And I've also taken Raw out of the starting lineup, and we put Garcia back in. Unfortunately, Gel picked up an injury for a week, so he's going to miss this game. But Hendricks comes back anyway. So I just put him up front as our deep lying forward today as well. One more player I want to criticise is Rosema. He was pretty dreadful last game as well. So criticising a few players out there, the real bad performers, shall we say. If Barsland, has another poor game, same with Nikolic, I'm happy to play Ronstadt and Newlands. And in midfield, if the midfielders aren't performing, then I'm happy to take them out as well. So, yeah. Unfortunately, the guy we have on trial, he's been offered a contract by Osnabrück, and he still wants 10,000 from us. So unfortunately, we won't be getting him. So I'm still in the market for a left winger or another striker. And then I might play Rosema as that inverted winger on the left, potentially. But here we go. St. Pauli. I want to get a bit of revenge against them. They're a very good side, it should be said. I almost thought about going with the more defensive tactic. Anyway, Traore, he wins the ball there. I feel like if the defense performs a little bit better and the goalkeeper performs a little bit better, we won't have a repeat of last game. That's really good ball movement there. Rosemar gets his first goal. 47 seconds into the second game of his Berlin Dynamo career. I criticised him, and it worked. Hendricks with the assist as well. All right, St. Pauli. Do I change to the defensive tactic right now? 7 minutes in. Don't think it can hurt. I'm not going to, obviously. But I do feel like we could concede goals, especially leaving a 4-4-2 on attacking. The potential's there. I could just go defensive. I don't think it would work. Kaio George is in behind there, and he does put it in the back of the net. It's going to be offside, I think. I'm hoping it's offside. It is. Okay, perfect. Yeah, Nikolic didn't look too good running out there. He's definitely not a proper sweeper keeper, if that makes sense. All right, St. Pauli have got a corner. They get it in the box. It's cleared back out to the corner taker. And they almost had a shot on the edge of the box there. Good block there by Jublovic. Potentially could have been a handball. Hendricks cuts inside, keeps possession. I like it. Mbala was free on the right-hand side. He eventually gets it. Can he get a cross in? He can. Garcia. Mbala. Left-footed shot from Mbala. Was not expecting that. The left-footed shot from the right-footed Mbala. Is he an inside forward? I don't think he is. But he gets us a goal there. I've got to say, we're looking very clinical at the moment. This game, last game, I know we lost last game, but very clinical indeed. Right, St. Pauli actually got an overlap there. Don't like that. And that's a goal. Very frustrating. Just getting in behind us there. Yeah, that was Barsland again. Both him and Preval, they're both playing pretty terribly. Traore as well, but then again, you know, he's not a left winger, left midfielder. Metcalf, oh, they're coming forward. That's a good tackle by Matus. That was weak. That was a weak shot. Nikolic should 100% have done better there. It's actually frustrating me. And they've got another highlight, so they're coming forward again. Good tackle by Jublovic. Might be our highlight. Matus. Very good passer of the ball. Hendricks. Terrible passer of the ball. I mean, it was Traore. What is it? Their goalkeeper's out. Oh, that would have been a good opportunity for us to win the ball. Anyway, we are in possession. Prevel. Garcia to Traore. Back to Garcia. Back to Prevel. Rosemar. He's going to be offside. All right, and that'll get us into halftime. Once again, conceded 2 goals in the first half. I don't like that. But then again, it's what I'm going to get, essentially. If we're going with an attacking tactic or an attacking mentality, we're likely going to concede a lot of goals. All right, Hendricks, Traore. Oh, that was an easy shot. He should have scored there. Jublovic for the corner. Goalkeeper punches it out. Mbala gets tackled. Wins a ball back, though. Barsland gets tackled as well. Gets the ball, and that's the end of the highlight there. Let's make a sub. So Barsland's going to come off. Ronstadt's going to come on. And then Ngoyi is going to come on for Traore as well. Oh, never mind. Hendricks is now injured as well. Okay. That puts a bit of a spanner in the works. We have no strikers. Do we test it out? I think we do. Let's go raw on. We're going to go with the 4-1-4-1. I'm going to make those other changes. So Barsland's going to come off. And then where is he? Oh, he's already off the pitch. Why wasn't Barsland off? Anyway, doesn't matter. Make those two changes there. We're on balanced. I want to see what happens. Just want to see what happens. St. Pauli have got a free kick there. One other thing I need to do is I need to actually bring the defensive lines back. Especially if this is going to be a counter-attacking tactic. So I more or less want to invite pressure with this tactic. I know I have it on balanced for right now. But I think honestly, like using that and then changing that defensive line further back. Are we really going to give a penalty away like that? That is just the most atrocious thing I've ever seen. Why would you do that? It's just idiotic. It is literally idiotic. Why would they do that? Alright, well, we may as well go attacking with this formation, I guess. I don't understand that. I don't know why they would do some stupid... It was Ronstadt as well, the player I just brought on the pitch. And now this game's gone. Unless Ngoyi coming forward doesn't really have much pace. And he loses the ball. Garcia is going to pick it up. Goes to Jublovic. Up to Rosemar. Almost got him behind there. Almost. Mputhi. The doctor himself. Raw into Matus. Is it Mateus or is it Matus? Rosemar's in behind. Finish. Underside of the crossbar. Is he offside? No, he's not offside, is he? Oh, come on, ref. Yes, gets in there. All right. Now we go defensive. I want the draw. I want the draw at this point. I don't like the fact that there's a highlight from kickoff. That's not great. And they're in behind, and they almost score. Okay. We need to time waste. Let's bring up the tactic here real quick. Pause. I don't know what's happening there. Where are we? Possession. Time waste frequently. What are we doing? Out of possession. Let's bring this all the way back. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we're countering as well, counter pressing. Let's do that. Roll it out instead of take short kicks. That's going to be more beneficial. But defensive, we've got that high line, or that deep line, I guess, would probably be the better way of putting it. And let's just hope and pray that we can actually hold on for the draw. It would be a vital 3 points. That's going to be offside, I think. No? He's onside. Okay, everything I just did, we have to now undo. Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, the experiment with this tactic didn't really work because they just got another goal. And Nikolic has conceded 4 goals. He's conceded 7 goals in his first 2 games. So, unfortunately for him, he's going to be dropped. Rosemar getting 2 goals for himself, and Bala getting a goal there as well. The midfield played really, really well. So did Rosemar up top. And so was Hendricks. We were actually in the game there until he got injured. And I guess that shows the necessity for me getting another striker. Ronstadt as well. I don't want to play him anymore. I played him for what, 30 minutes, if that? And I literally don't want to play the guy ever again. So, we've got the DFB Pokal up next. Again, we're losing by 1 goal. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. And once again, it's just pretty much goalkeepers and defenders. I don't know how to get defenders to defend. They won't do it for me. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, drop a like. We've got a lot of new transfers. It's probably part of the problem as well. People aren't, integrated into the squad properly yet, or they're not familiar with the tactic yet. There's, those types of things. They do take time for people to get comfortable and start playing the type of football we want. I just don't want things to spiral out of control like they did last time. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Rosemar's scoring. Hendricks has got good average ratings. We're scoring goals, which is something we struggled with last time we got promoted to Bundesliga. So happy with that. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel as well, guys. Keep up to date with all these episodes coming out in the future. And apart from that, take it easy and goodbye.